At airport, Dad smashed my jaw for asking about my ticket. He gave my passport to my brother. He deserves world. You deserve the floor. Mom said trash doesn't need wings, only chains. Their faces went pale. Dad, where's my ticket? You said we're all going... Don't question me, Samantha. His hand came fast, a crack against my jaw so loud the waiting area fell silent. My lips filled with blood. People stared, some pretending not to. You think you're owed something? That passport? He shoved the blue booklet into my brother's palm. Belongs in his hands, not yours. My name is Samantha Carter, 23 years old. And for as long as I can remember, I've been the shadow in my own family. I don't cry easily anymore. I learned to swallow pain like water, to smile while bleeding. But that night, at JFK Airport, even I felt something break. Family members, Dad, Richard, 63. Retired firefighter, still carries himself like a man who thinks fear equals respect. Mom, Linda, 58. Sweet to strangers, cruel to me. Her words cut sharper than any slap. Brother, Aaron, 26. Law student, golden boy, everything I wasn't allowed to be. You can't just take my passport, I whispered, tasting iron in my mouth. My jaw throbbed, every word dragging pain across my face. Dad didn't lower his voice. He wanted the terminal to hear. You don't deserve it. Aaron does. Your brother earned this trip. He carries this family's pride. You carry nothing. Every syllable was a hammer blow. Mom leaned close, her perfume sharp and suffocating. She didn't yell. She poisoned. Trash doesn't need wings, Samantha. Trash belongs in chains. The venom was private, just for me. She wanted to slice me in whispers while smiling at strangers. Inside, my chest shook with something raw. Fear, humiliation, rage. But outside, I went still. They wanted me to collapse, to make a scene. I refused. My silence was my shield. But inside, a storm was forming. Aaron shifted uncomfortably, the passport heavy in his palm. He glanced at me, then at Dad. Dad? Maybe she... Don't defend her. Dad's roar cut him down like a whip. People around us jumped, heads turned. She cost us enough already. The floor is what she deserves. The floor is all she'll ever be. Whispers rolled through the waiting area like a ripple. A mother pulled her child closer. A businessman pretended to type on his laptop but didn't blink. Shame burned me alive. I wanted the ground to swallow me whole, until I noticed something. Not everyone looked at me with pity. Some looked at him. At them. The first crack in their perfect mask. For the first time, I wasn't the only one seeing the cruelty. And something inside me shifted. Shame was giving way to fury. 4 years earlier, a counselor's office. My hands shaking as I signed the withdrawal form. Not because I wasn't smart, not because I didn't fight hard enough, but because Dad had co-signed a massive loan. In my name. For Aaron's tuition. I still remember the first bill. The red letters. Past due. I worked nights at diners, scrubbing grease from floors, my classmates graduating while I was buried in debt. When relatives asked why I left school, Mom would chuckle softly. College wasn't for her. Not everyone's cut out for it. Her smile never faltered. Her lie was always smooth. I never corrected them. I carried the blame like chains, silent so my family could shine. But that night at JFK, silence wasn't enough anymore. Dad's voice boomed, still echoing through the terminal. Something inside me snapped. My lips trembled, but my words cut sharper than his fists. You want to talk about shame? My voice rose, trembling but strong. Tell Aaron who really paid for his law school. Tell him whose credit you destroyed. Tell him why I dropped out while he lived in classrooms I could only dream of. The air thickened. Mom's smile died. Dad's jaw locked. Aaron's face drained of color. His fingers tightened around the passport. What? Dad. What is she talking about? Dad's mouth opened. No words came. For the first time, I watched him choke. Not from age, but from truth. The unbreakable man finally cracked. Aaron's hand trembled. He dropped the passport. It smacked against the tile floor. You used her? You ruined her future for me? His voice broke, half fury, half disbelief. Mom lunged, desperate to patch the wound. Don't listen to her. She's twisting things. She's always... No. I cut through her lie like glass shattering. My voice carried further than I'd ever let it. Heads turned again, but this time it wasn't in pity. It was in shock. I've been silent long enough. You lied to him. You buried me so he could rise. You chained me so he could fly. And still, it was never enough, was it? Dad's face flushed scarlet, fists clenching at his sides. But the damage was done. Aaron's eyes burned, not at me, but at them. For the first time, I wasn't alone. I turned and walked. Not in rage, not in despair, but in freedom. Their words no longer weighed on me. Every step away from them felt like breaking a chain link. Behind me, voices rose. Dad's anger, Mom's denial, Aaron's shock. But I didn't stop. At the edge of security, I heard footsteps running. Aaron, his face pale, eyes red. Samantha, wait. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. I'm so sorry. His apology cracked in the middle, raw, unpolished, real. For years, I wanted my family to see me. Finally, someone did. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't redemption. But it was a start. Hours later, I sat in my apartment, the ice pack pressed against my swollen jaw. My suitcase lay unopened on the floor. No trip, no airport, no escape, but no chains either. For the first time in years, I breathed fully. I wasn't broken. I was dangerous to them, not because of fists, not because of rage, because I carried the truth they feared most. Forgiveness? Maybe one day, maybe never. But healing doesn't need their permission. I'll rebuild my credit. I'll crawl my way back into school if I have to. Piece by piece, brick by brick, I'll build a future they can't touch. Because I am not the floor. I am the ground they'll regret standing on. And I will rise. If this story hit you hard, imagine being in Samantha's shoes. What would you do if your own family betrayed you like this? Would you stay silent or finally speak up? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you've ever felt overlooked, remember, your voice matters more than you know. Subscribe for more stories like this, and share this video with someone who needs to hear they are not alone.